Okay, good morning, guys. So let's start. So let me share the screen. I'm sharing the screen. Do you see the screen, guys? Please confirm. Okay, so let me know where I have stopped so that I can start the subject. What was the last class I was discussing? Jenkins. So Jenkins, have we done with the installation? No. Okay. Fine. I think I told you about Java installation and Java configuration, correct? Okay, fine. I assume that, see, before installing the Jenkins, so before installing the Jenkins, we have to make sure that Java is installed. So Java, I was talking 1.8 JDK is recommended, or JRE. Either one is fine, but I recommend you to use this. So once you install this on a Windows computer, please go ahead and configure it. Please go ahead and configure it. Okay, so once the configuration is done, we can proceed with the installation. So let's see the installation now. Installation will take some time, so let's see the installation. So before installing, so I'll show that before installing, guys, so this is what you have to do. Go to command prompt, go to a command prompt and say java hyphen version. Before installation, please remember that before installation, make sure that this you're checking. If it shows the version, you have to understand Java is installed and configured. If you, when you try this command java hyphen version, if it does not show the Java version information, then you have to understand that Java is not configured or not installed. So there is some problem with the Java. So you have to get that done first. So once you see everything is fine here, then we can proceed with the Jenkins. So for me on my computer, it seems to be good. So I'll start going into the Jenkins. So to go into the Jenkins, so just go to the official site. Open your Google, always helps you. Say Jenkins. Jenkins.io. See, open the Jenkins.io. Uh, yeah, you have to check the version. Until unless you get that, we cannot proceed, Prasad. Check there. Then once you are here in this page, you can choose download. Click on the download. Official site is jenkins.io. So once you go to the download, go here. Okay. Download something that says generic.war. Please understand this is a package which helps you to run on your Java platform, and also you can configure the ports here. That's a benefit. So use Java generic war file. So click on this, download the war file. So it's downloading, it is 63 MB. Where it did not start. Okay, I think it's already saved. Okay, let's to stop this. Other one is downloading. So it's going to take 44 seconds to download. Yeah, Anil, we also have the Windows option, but I was telling you that please use a WAR file because when you use a WAR file, you have an option to configure the ports, which is good for starting the Jenkins on different port numbers. So let's say in production, some port number is not working, you can divert the Jenkins to operate on another port number. That flexibility will be there. So we have to wait for few seconds more. Few seconds left. Yeah, it's done. So I have it on my computer that says Java. I'm opening this. What you have to do is copy this file. I already have the Jenkins somewhere downloaded, another patch, but I'll copy this file. Open your C drive, guys. This is what you have to do. Copy whatever the file that you have downloaded. Open your C drive. Here, create a folder. Say Jenkins. Create a folder, say Jenkins. Already it's there, it seems. So let me delete the older one. Where is that? Okay, I'm deleting the older one. Other class, some other class. I'm deleting that. Delete. Yes, I'm creating a new for your batch. So this is a Jenkins. What's your batch number, guys? You need to tell me. To be, I guess. So whatever it is. So Jenkins to be. Just remind me. Every day you have to tell me this folder name. Otherwise. So here you paste that. And once you paste it, I am trying to rename because it's already was there. So I'm removing the one from that. So making this is how it should look like. Okay. So what you do is once you I repeat whatever you downloaded, copy it, come to C drive, create a folder, say Jenkins, and just put it in that. So once you're done, in the same folder, just right click and say open git bash here. That's the step number 2. Say the git bash here, and here then you have to say java -jar jenkins.var http p capital port is equal to 8080. By default, we are trying to launch the Java Jenkins on this. This is a command you have to try. Please copy this. I would paste in the chat for everybody. Make a note in your notepads. So java -jar jenkins.var http port 8080. So it's giving some error. Maybe it's not configured here. So what I will do is I'll close this. I'll right click and open command prompt. Command prompt. Okay. So in a command prompt, where is my file? In the C drive. So I'll say cd into C drive. Cd into C. Where is this? Cd into C : /. Yeah. See guys, my file is in C drive. You know, in Windows navigation you need to do. You need to go to your C drive. In that I have Jenkins folder. So I'll go there. cd Jenkins 2b folder is there. ls hyphen clear the screen. cls all Windows Linux commands I'm using. So then I'll say dir, you'll find this see jenkins.var file. Now here say java-jar jenkins.var and then say hyphen please put this http port is equal to 8080. Please correct your command. Just put this, instead of that, just put hyphens in the beginning. I missed. I corrected the command. I just given you once again new command, I would say, and type this. So this is the one which I'm talking about, Jenkins.var. Okay, this is starting your Jenkins. Now please make a note, Jenkins by default it would start on the port number 8080. Jenkins by default it will start on the port number 8080. I repeat, Jenkins by default will start on port 8080. Next point, this is the command I was talking. Please make a note of this command to start. You have to try this in command prompt, be aware. The next question is, can we start the Jenkins on any other port number? The answer is yes. How? If somebody asks how, you need to just use this same. So let's say let's assume that I'm planning on 9090. You have to enter here 9090. That's it. If I'm planning on, let's say, 8085, then I have to enter here 8085. Got it? So this is a column where you will enter your port number. Okay. And in the HTTPD, please make sure that HTTP here, this one is a capital, not small, capital. So it has come or not, I don't know. You would see a message that says Jenkins up and running. It still has not yet done. Here it is. Do you see the pointer I'm highlighting? Do you see the pointer, guys? This here, Hudson dot webpage Jenkins is fully up and running. Please confirm if you can see what I'm trying to highlight. Do you see that message? Yeah. Just you need to keep an eye on with this window. You should see a message that says Jenkins is fully up and running. Somewhere at the from last 3 or 4 lines it will be there. So if you see that message, then you can start your. Then once you see that message, what message you should see? You should see a message that says Jenkins is up and running. You should look for this message. Once you see that, then open your browser. Open your browser. Yeah, I'll assume I'll open this new thing like this. Then you have to enter some address here. What you have to enter, I'm going to give you now. You have to enter like this. You have to say http colon 2// enter the IP address of your computer, of where the Jenkins is sitting. Tell me where the Jenkins is sitting. Jenkins is sitting on my Windows computer. So I have to find the IP address of my Windows. So this is a command. I'll say ipconfig. My Windows computer IP address is what? Yeah, this is wired connection. Where is my Ethernet? Okay, I'm operating on Wi-Fi. Okay, great. So 192.168.1.3. Did you see? I'm operating on Wi-Fi today. So my IP address of my PC is, I'll write it here. IP of my PC is, this is where my Jenkins is sitting. 3. Just you need to replace it here now. Just remove this and say 192.168.1.3 and put the colon number and enter the port number on which you have entered. So this is how I started my Jenkins. So what is the number that I given? This is the number. You can give this number. Got it? If you would have started this on this number, then you have to enter 85. Copy this, put it in a browser, right click and paste. For the first time, if you save this is where installation will start. For the first time when you're trying to configure the Jenkins, you'll get this screen. And for the first time you have to enter the administrative password. It is telling you that you have the administrative password here. So what I have to do is, that means I have to open my this area. So C drive, users, Vikram. I'll follow it. I already in the Vikram folder. It's saying .jenkins. Yes, look at the screen and do. Okay, in that you should have secrets. I'll go here, I see secrets. Then it is telling me you should have a password here. Okay, in this, yeah, initial. Open this file. Try to open with a notepad. You have this password. Copy this, right click and say copy, close this file. Go there, paste that. Click on continue. And from here onwards, installation starts. You would have two choices. It is asking you want to install the suggested plugins or select the plugins to install. So you have to go with the first choice. Always it's a good one because it starts the Jenkins on a default plugins recommended version. But if you're going with this, that means you are know what you're trying to do. That means very experienced person will go with the second choice. Okay, he knows what plugins he needs to operate and what plugins not required. So if you're not aware, go with the gist so that it loads the Jenkins with a minimum required plugins to operate. Even I go with always first choice. If any extra plugins you require, you can install them later. Till here, am I clear? Please confirm. Respond. Till clear, have you guys, you felt tough or is it understandable? We just downloaded, kept in a folder, and we went there and we just started it using a command. Then we entered the IP address, port number. That's it. We got the password, kept it, starting it. Now make a note of the Jenkins version that you're trying to learn, 2.222.1. Please be aware, guys. Please be aware. Out of blue in the interview, they may ask you which version of the Jenkins have you worked. Be aware. So just keep all these numbers handy. Write somewhere in your book, in your page, all the DevOps tools and their versions, whatever you are learning. So currently you are learning 2.222.1, and it is trying to install a lot of plugins. I recommend you to make a note of the few plugin names here because these are the few crazy questions that are being faced by the people. There's a feedback coming from your senior students. They're asking about what are the default plugins you see when installation. So just make a note of at least few names. So roughly you have here 25, 20 I think, 5 fours are 20. Just make a note of at least few, 10 or 15. Make a note, one after the other. Each plugin will have its own work. Folders, plugin, timestamper, pipeline, git, workspace. Just make a note of few plugins. Once you complete your Jenkins chapter, I mean to say the Jenkins tool, automatically you will understand what is the purpose of these plugins. Each plugin you will be able to, you will be in a position to talk what will happen with that plugin. As of now, you will not be able to get it. Just wait for 3 to 4 days, you'll get clarity on the purpose of these plugins. Okay, Ravi Kumar was asking a question. Does the Jenkins work on 32-bit and 64? The answer is yes. Jenkins will work on both platforms, 32 and 64. We have to wait for a few minutes. Installation will take about 20 minutes, guys. Have you made a note of the? Yeah, Ravi Kiran, the installation, yeah, from the Git bash also it will work, but the point is Git bash is not configured with the path variable. That's the reason you get error there. Once you configure the path variable, it will also work from there. So somebody was asking, sir, I have installed Ansible and Jenkins in one server. Can I monitor playbooks through Jenkins? No. The answer is no. Have you made a note of plugins, guys? Please make sure that you make a note of the plugins. It's about to do it. Okay. So see first it will have a choice to create the user ID. So I'm just going ahead and creating an ID. The whatever the ID that you create by default, first ID will become the admin. Be aware. So I'm saying Jenkins -admin. Then I'll give some password. Then I'll give some password. Email address. It's asking my email ID. I'm entering my email ID. I repeat, it is Jenkins. You need to enter some username, password, confirm the password, full name, and email address. And click on save and continue. I repeat, please click on save and continue. The first account that you're going to create becomes the admin. And then click on save and continue. It's saying instance configuration. Click on save and continue. Your Jenkins is ready. Click on this. 2 minutes, guys. Okay. So let's see here. This is how the dashboard comes up. Now I have a question for you guys.